So, what is the dad wound? First things first, the dad wound is a psychological term used to describe the emotional pain and unmet needs stemming from a strained, absent, or unhealthy relationship with a father figure. This doesn't necessarily mean that everybody's dad was abusive. You don't have to have an abusive father in order to have a dad wound. This can also just mean that a father was neglectful. It can sometimes the wound comes from emotional unavailability when a father is physically present but emotionally absent. And then other times it stems from the rigid expectations or criticism or even societal norms that box fathers into roles that they struggle to fulfill. We talked about this in episode 3, I believe, the setting expectations episode, where expectations are predetermined resentments. But we also talked about healthy expectations. As a kid growing up, your expectation that your parents will provide for you and care for you and keep you safe, that's a healthy expectation. That's a reasonable thing to expect from someone who chose to bring you into this world. However, there are other expectations that we tend to dole out for father figures that make it really difficult and really impossible. At the end of the day, one of the difficult things that kids go through is when you no longer have your parents on that pedestal. We all go through it where we think that our dad is Superman, our mom is Superwoman, they can do no wrong. And then you get a little bit older and you start to realize, man, they're screw ups because they're human beings. And that's just the reality of the situation. But there is a lot of difficulty in how we view the parents, and especially the father figure. Um, Society has told dads that they're supposed to provide, they're supposed to, we're the hunter kind of, we're going to go out and make the kill and then bring the food home. We're going to provide, we're going to protect. Um, and that is reasonable. That's an ancestral, that's, wired in our DNA. But also, there are expectations that we will oftentimes put on our fathers where we expect them to be perfect, we expect them to be flawless. And dads have a hard time filling those shoes.